Can pets teach responsibility?
Can pets teach responsibility? Pets can teach responsibility. I don't think that I would use a pet to teach responsibility. I don't feel like the pets should suffer if you end up not being good at it. I think pets should be a reward for showing that you already are responsible. To use a pet to teach responsibility is really kind of gambling on a living thing, which I don't think is proper. I understand that sometimes these things just happen. You just happen upon a pet and it can teach some responsibility, but to have somebody that you're not sure of their level of dependability or reliability and to give them a living thing to take care of, to try to teach it to them, I don't feel like that's fair. I don't think that's fair. What do you think?
I think that not only do I agree with you, but we held off getting a cat for a long time because we thought we liked going on vacation. We liked just being out of the house and that we weren't ready. And we were moving countries too frequently. And when all of our jet setting kind of settled down and we chose Belgium to stay in for a while, then and even after 2 more years of like becoming more responsible, becoming more, our schedule was reliable, we knew that we could financially handle it. That was the other thing. We respected the fact that like vet costs, maybe an emergency surgery, stuff like this, you want to be able to afford things.
Absolutely.
And when we were ready, I think we waited a little too long, to be honest. We were over ready. But anyways, you don't always have to go to that extreme, but maybe wait for a little while. If you don't know, maybe wait for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no harm in waiting. And again, pets do happen upon us. I totally understand if there's just a dog or a cat or a horse or a pig or a turtle that you see on
hmm
the side of the road and you just have to take it home and teach you or your family some responsibility to take care of this animal that needed help. I get that. But to get a pet for somebody that you have no faith in their
hmm
reliability
Yeah.
as like a gift, I think pets make horrible gifts. That's not a gift. That's something somebody should go get for themselves, or the pet should find you.
Interesting. Pets make horrible gifts. That is a hot take because I think there's still, and I think it's depicted in television a lot, the puppy
Oh
as a
yeah.
Christmas
Oh
gift, the
yeah.
kitten
Such a
as a,
bad idea.
yeah, yeah. And I think this is stemming off of you had a conversation, Pet Peeves Podcast Season 2, Episode 1, about grieving and the idea of when is it too soon to get a pet? And I think you had a really good take on that, to just kind of trust your gut, you know? So feeling like, are you responsible to have another pet after a previous pet has died? So I think that that's a tough call, but at least if you've had pet ownership, the pet died naturally or whatever, it wasn't because of your negligence, and you're thinking about getting another one, and you're asking yourself, kind of again tying in that mental health question, are you emotionally prepared to take on another pet? Well, at least you've proven you were responsible once, you know?
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah. I think we have some robots that help. I'm not going to lie. We have a fountain. You recommended the fountain on the podcast, and I ended up
Oh
getting the
yeah.
fountain. We have a robot feeder to regulate that the amount of kibble that the cat's getting is done. So we've spent some money to take a little bit of responsibility off of our shoulders, but we're still really involved. You know what I mean?
Which is still responsible. You have to make sure the feeder works and that there's power and that
And
it's
it's
plugged
clean.
in
Yeah.
and that you got food in it and that the
There's like
fountain
an
has
app,
water in it.
it lets you know, right? Right.
But you got to pay attention to the app and your phone has to
Yep.
be charged. You know what I mean? There's still responsibility involved. Just, people think that because there's some automation that you can purchase, some technology that is going to take away the underlying responsibility. It
hmm
doesn't. It's still a
hmm
24-hour, 24/7, 365-day a year job when you have a
hmm
pet.
But I really like this take because I think it's a really classic. Uh, it's a classic move for a family to say, you know what, we're going to get a puppy. We've got a couple kids, and we're going to teach the kids responsibility, and the puppy's just neglected because what do kids know? They don't even know how to walk themselves, let alone walk a dog. You
Yeah,
know.
most kids can't take care of themselves, let
hmm
alone a dog. So you have to take responsibility as the parent.
hmm
That's your dog.
hmm
You bought it. Those kids don't have no money.
Right. Now, if you want to be the parent who teaches the kid now it's time to walk the dog, fine.
That's
You're
different.
teaching responsibility to the child as a result. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that. But
that's fine. That's fine. You can use like as chores or whatever, something to do, but it's, you can't, they have to volunteer. They have to volunteer.
right, right. Interesting. I hadn't thought that was such a solid no. That's interesting. Yeah.